What is up, YouTube? It is jgonascar. I am finally back from about a 4-year hiatus on YouTube, and I am going to explain a little bit why I decided to take a hiatus on YouTube right now before I start this review. And it's pretty much because around the time when I posted my most recent video of me talking, which was the 2015 IndyCar Pocono trip, which unfortunately Justin Wilson lost his life in. I started my senior year of high school right around that time, and I got so swamped with stuff, I pretty much could not have my YouTube career and my school career in one. And then right after that, I went into college, and I have pretty much not been able to have a full, amount of time to make a video until about now. And to celebrate me making my first Diecast review in about 4 years, I am joined with my good friend and longtime supporter of my channel, IanNascar48.
Hey, what is up, YouTube? IanPerez48 here with a new main channel. Go subscribe to IanPerez48 in the link below.
Yep, I'm going to post the link to Ian's new channel below, and if you are one of my old fans and watching my Diecast review for the first time, I am also going to post a link to Ian's channel, like he said in the chat. He has been a big supporter of mine, and we have personally talked outside of YouTube quite a bit, and I consider him a very good friend in general. And we have both decided to do a car that, as you can see, has not been reviewed by anybody on YouTube, and I did check. And the car in question is Mike Bliss's 2005 NetZero Chevrolet for Haas CNC Racing. Ian, what do you think of this car?
Well, for starters, the diecast is pretty much one of the rarest around. And I think the paint scheme in general is rare too, but I think that scheme is known for the 2005 NetZero Open when Brian Vickers was made a too desperate of a move.
Go or go home time right now. Vickers turns it to the bottom, but he can't get by.
He just can't get enough nose under him without getting into him.
He did get him. He spins him in. Vickers wins.
Bumped him, and then Mike Bliss spun. Vickers got in the All-Star race. Unfortunately, Mike Bliss did not. I think that's what this scheme is mostly known for.
Yes, this was the scheme, as Ian said, that Mike Bliss ended up driving in the 2005 NetZero Open during the All-Star race. And Mike Bliss almost got in, but Brian Vickers ended up spinning him out right at the start-finish line. And I was, quite frankly, very pissed that it happened because I'm a big fan of underdogs winning, and Mike Bliss has unfortunately never scored anything higher than 7th in this car for this team, which came at Bristol in the fall. And also, I really like that Gene Haas actually changed up this paint scheme for compared to his 2004 scheme with Ward Burton, how it's much less compacted. It's a much more simple type of scheme, and the black on the car just really makes it very Haas-esque, so to speak. Because, I mean, if you look at Kurt Busch's 2014-15 schemes, this has the exact type of black in it. Although, not orange. But, regardless, the main colors on the car are, as I said, black, orange, red, and somewhat of yellow. The main sponsor is NetZero Chevrolet Monte Carlo. You got NASCAR, 3M, EA Sports, Mac Tools, Turkey Hill, very, very small. You've got Haas, obviously, on it, which was Stewart Haas Racing was Haas CNC Racing up until 2009 when Stewart and Gene Haas decided to merge together to form a co-ownership of Haas CNC Racing, which has since proven very successful for both sides of the spectrum. NetZero, Best Buy, Seam. I can't see what those other little stickers are on the car. NetZero Best Buy, Haas CNC Machine Tools, NetZero Haas number 0, EA Sports, 3M, Mac Tools, Turkey Hill, Goodyear, and some of the other little sponsors on the team with the Goodyear Eagles and the Sunoco Racing Fuel. So tell me, Ian, what is your opinion on the pre-2009 Haas paint schemes?
You mean like you mean like Mike Bliss's car, or like any Haas car in general?
I'd mostly Mike Bliss, but I'd say like in general, because if you may not have known, this is the exact like car itself that Jeff Green drove in 06 and 07. It's just numbered 0 because that's what Gene Haas had before 2006, because Best Buy wanted the number changed to number 66 to honor its founding, which was the year 1966.
Ooh, learn something new every day, people. Anyway, my take on Mike Bliss's car. Simple scheme. Not much else to say. That's all I can say. It's a simple scheme.
Yeah, one thing I really like is how the underneath, the sides, like where the splitter is, and the back of the car, they're kind of shaded orange yellowish compared to the rest of the car, which is mostly black. But you got this little like stripe of the same exact color kind of going toward the scheme and kind of going right behind the number 0, and you got another like part of the stripe kind of bending as if it's going over the little wheel hump and then going back down toward the bottom, and it kind of goes back into the front of the Monte Carlo. See.
By the way, Gen 4s never had splitters. I forgot what they were called, but they were not splitters.
Yeah, wasn't it true that splitters actually became a thing like starting in 2010?
Now splitters became a thing with the car tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because, I mean, it's amazing what can change in 10 years. Remember those huge bulky wings that would make the cars, like, sail into the catch fence at Talladega?
Carl Edwards.
Yep, Carl Edwards. Even Ryan Newman, 10 years ago, next month. But generally, in my opinion, this genre or era of NASCAR were definitely my favorite. I actually bought this car for $2 at a flea market, go figure, and I actually bought another car, which if you have watched through far this video, let me know if you think I should review it. It's Robbie Gordon's 2005 Fruit of the Loom Chevy. It's by the exact same brand that this car was made of. I forget. I think it was mid 2005 era, like rare cars. I forget what the package was. It was the yellow with the checkers.
It was pretty much Racing Champions with the collectible series.
Yeah, Racing Champions. That's what it was. Although it interestingly has the same base that the old 2000s, like early 2000s, like even mid 90s cars kind of had, which I find kind of interesting in terms of continuity.
Alright.
Yeah. So, I think that is pretty much it for this car. Let's do a 360 review of the car. This is the front, driver's side. You got the back, right side of the car, and the top. Ian, what would you give this car?
I did say it was like a simple scheme. I have like no other comments about it. Rating wise, like either 6.5 or a 7. Not too bad, but it's just nothing else to like say.
Oh.
It's okay. I like the black of it though.
Yeah, the black is very, very finishing. For me personally, in terms of scheme-wise, I would say it's maybe like a 7 out of 10. But in terms of sentimental reasons, because this is actually something I've never said before. When I was younger, when I started buying diecasts, I actually found this car in, I think it might have been a Big Lots, because back then they used to sell like these types of cars. But it was actually in a 1/24th scale. And I really wanted to get it, but I wasn't allowed to because I think it was too expensive. But for this, I only got it for $2. So, from a design-wise perspective, I definitely would say maybe a 7 to 8 out of 10. But for me personally, I would give it a 10 out of 10. So you just kind of add a 1 to the end of the scheme, so to speak.
Alrighty.
Yep. So that is pretty much it for this channel. Subscribe to me and my friend Ian. If you want me to review more cars like this, let me know in the comments section. I will probably be posting more of these if you guys would like, as well as my own NASCAR shitpost videos, is what they're called. They can either, I'm not sure if they are going to be in compilation videos or single videos, but if you like offensive humor and NASCAR, that is where to go. And comment, rate, subscribe, and I am going to see you guys in the near future.